Hey guys, what is up? NFL Weekly back to you again. And today's episode is about what we think will happen to the Seahawks this season. We've already seen 2 games of regular season play. We have seen the Seahawks defeat the 49ers, and in their first game they actually lost to the Packers. Now, all you Seahawks fans out there might be wondering, what does this mean? And the reason why we're targeting the Seahawks in this video is because of the simple fact that they're a confusing team. We don't really know. They have a great defense, but a mediocre offense. So we have our guest Tanner here today. He's going to tell us a little bit about what he thinks, really how well the Seahawks will play. As far as what I think Seahawks will probably have a solid 11-5 record. I was thinking 10-6 before, but the more I think about it, I realize their defense is really good, and if their offense can figure it out, then they'll at least have a decent record, especially if they don't get many injuries on defense. Now we have Tanner here, and Tanner, tell us kind of a brief summary of what you think will happen with the Seahawks this season. What's their record? Who are they going to win against? What's going to happen?
Well, first of all, from today's night game with Green Bay, it proved that it was more of bad Seattle than good Green Bay. And once again, it was bad Seattle, even though they did win. Here's the problem with the Seahawks. It's the offensive line. Ever since Super Bowl 49, the team has not been the same. Now I get it. Jimmy Graham was a good steal. In fact, it's one of the best steals in the NFL has in a while. But if you looked at how they did it today with him, they only threw him once, and he was wide open again. See, I was not even using Graham a lot too. The offensive line, even though one running back gained 100 yards. The offensive line is still trash. I mean, you almost lose to the 49ers? This team was like the second worst team last year. This is a team that almost beat you? Not only that, it was in your stadium! At Seattle.
Now, before...
Play.
Now, I gotta say, thing about the Seahawks is you see they're playing in a super hard stadium, where it's pretty much just about like Lambeau or Gillette Stadium. You get these super hard stadiums, but I have 3 reasons why I think Seattle won't potentially even make it to the NFC Championship. I'll tell you what's stopping Seattle. I'll do it briefly. Here's the first thing. It's the offensive line. It's simple as that. I think we can all agree that Seattle does not have what it takes because of the offensive line. I've said it before and I'll say it again. An offensive line kind of, believe it or not, is the premise of an offense. It controls how well the running game will go, the passing game, because it allows the quarterback to have more or less time, and it also allows the receivers to have more time because it will also help the quarterback get more time, which in turn will give everybody else more time. Point is, it doesn't rush the offense. And Seattle's offense is a rushed, really kind of inefficient offense because it always gets 3rd and outs. Now the second reason is because of, honestly, the play calling. I think it's definitely a minor reason compared to the offensive line, but it's still a reason. Fire Darrell Bevell because he's a failure. He's doing such a bad job that at this point, if we fire him, no matter what, honestly, we could probably get Seattle could definitely get a better offensive coordinator, whatever you want. Because guess what? The offense right now is horrible. The offensive line is horrible. Tom Cable, he's a great coach, but newsflash, you need better players. And second of all, overall, just the play calling in general is horrible. Okay. Now my third reason is just kind of similar to all the other reasons. It's just Seattle focuses so much on the defense that they don't have enough money for the offense, and the players don't really want to play because money is what the NFL is all about. Russell Wilson's really the only guy. Russell Wilson's pretty much the only guy that gets the money on the offense, and Russell Wilson and Doug Baldwin control that offense, and that's that. So those are my 3 reasons. What about you, Tanner?
The offensive line, I do agree with you. But another problem is to be who's going to be the starting running back. Because right now they're looking at this rookie, what's his name? This rookie gained 100 yards, and yet so far he's the leading rusher in Seattle right now. Thomas Rawls is the starter of Seattle. You got Eddie Lacy, who's not proven anything right. He didn't play today. He got injured. CJ Prosise, he's got a lot of speed, but you can't rely on speed most of the time.
The problem with Seattle at the end of the day, guys, is that you can't have a team with an amazing defense to win Super Bowl championships. The only time I ever saw that was when Denver went to the Super Bowl. Now you might be asking the question, well, here's the question. Seattle went to the Super Bowl and they won the Super Bowl against Denver. And they didn't really have an amazing offense. Well, they actually did that season. They had a great running game. Passing game might have not been the best, but running game is what they need. Now, this year, they might not have a running game, but at least having a passing game. And they don't even have either of those. And that, my friends, is the reason why Seattle is not going to go anywhere. So those are...
At this point, Seattle shouldn't go to the Super Bowl at this point. By the looks of it, I have to probably say a 3rd seed with a 12-4 or 11-5 record.
Guys, I think you're not going to see a much different team from last year. And here's why: the defense will be better, but the offense is looking worse. So it's gonna be interesting to see, guys. So please comment your opinion down below. Thank you guys for watching, and really this season is gonna have difficult teams here and there, but easy teams here and there. I think overall the division will not be that hard to win over. Cardinals, 49ers, Rams are not that hard. Maybe one loss against the Rams. Maybe one loss against Cardinals.
The Cardinals almost lost against the Colts, and they lost David Johnson.
Point is,
Seattle does have the chance to win it.
I just pretty much see losses. I think the highest, before we end this, I just think that real quick, the highest chances of loss have to be like Giants, the Falcons, maybe the Eagles.
Whoa. Did you just say Falcons and Eagles?
Anyway, guys, so Tanner, what did you think real quick?
Right there, what you just said, it's kind of insane right there.
Well, that's NFL Weekly for you, so see you guys later.